Now, when Patrice Lumumba was killed, Malcolm announced it to us because nobody was talking about Patrice Lumumba in the Congo. But Malcolm told us that Patrice Lumumba was important, and he sounded the word. And when Kennedy was assassinated, he made a statement: the chickens coming home to roost did not make me sad, actually they make me glad. Most people didn't understand what he was saying. He had said that the CIA had killed Patrice Lumumba, and now your same CIA have come home and killed your president. That's why everybody got upset with him, but we didn't understand what he was saying. Some of us did. That's what he was saying in metaphor, but the government understood the metaphor and they took his life. But here's why Malcolm making the call on Patrice Lumumba is important. Today in the Congo, there's a force. There's a force called M23. And we are being taught and made to believe that they are the devil, and I'm here to tell you they're not the devil. M23, the force that's fighting in Eastern Congo, that's backed by Paul Kagame, who they're trying to make the boogeyman of Africa, is not slaughtering our women and children. They said that about Idi Amin, and it wasn't true. They've said that about anyone they want us to turn against because they want to destroy. So let me give you a bit of history thanks to Malcolm X. Paul Kagame, Betty Dawson, Alambe Brath, Kwame Ture, and myself, and others were sitting together having lunch in Uganda when the two presidents was killed and the genocide in Rwanda was initiated. Now, I thought I was a revolutionary back in those days. So when Paul and them got the call, and when we were made to understand that a plane had just been shot down and the president of both Burundi and Rwanda had been killed, all of the AK-47s that was lined up around the wall started going click, 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 click. And of course, Brother Small grabbed one too. And I jump on this Jeep, and Abraham Mahosi jump on this Jeep, and we going down the road, and Betty Dobson is screaming, "You have lost your mind, get out of that Jeep." And Paul stopped the Jeep, and he told me and Abraham, he says, "Most of us will be dead in 2 weeks. You have to go back so somebody will tell the world what's going on." Because there was a blackout. The announcement of the Rwanda genocide was done by me and Abraham Mahosi and Reverend Clemson Brown at Grace Baptist Church in Mount Vernon. That's when America first heard. And then we went to the OAU and says, "Why aren't you saying anything?" And they wouldn't. And Dr. Jeffrey's little gang called the Sons of Africa put a picket line around the OAU down by the UN and forced them to go to Paris and make that announcement. But that's not quite why I'm telling the story. Paul Kagame backed a man who was a good friend also of Alambe Brath called Laurent Kabila. Laurent Kabila, with the help of Paul Kagame, overthrew Mobutu, the murderer of Patrice Lumumba, and drove him and his family out of the country. They don't tell you that it was the same Paul Kabila who put his army and his money behind, Paul Kagame, who put his power behind Kabila. Now, the man who's current the president of the Congo, who brought in the Romanian mercenaries and other Eastern European mercenaries to fight against M23, is the son of the man who helped to kill Patrice Lumumba. History will erase the mystery. His father was 3 times prime minister under Mobutu. His father was originally with Lumumba. He was one of the first with a little group that broke away from Lumumba and sided with the Americans that led to Lumumba's death.